Hi viewers, this is Anshul Puri on Spotify with Taaza Talks. Today we are welcoming our esteemed guest. She's a powerful woman. Her name is Lakshmi Chaitanya with us, a certified corporate trainer, software engineer and mindset coach. So she is here in Taaza Talks studio and हमारे बीच में वो आ चुकी है. Welcome ma'am.
Thank you, Anshul. Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Perfectly all right. So let's
Yes.
start the conversation.
Sure.
Yeah. So, can you share your journey from being a software engineer, becoming a certified corporate trainer?
Sure. This journey had been a journey of self exploration where I could explore my skills, strengths, and unidentified parts of my own identity. And it had been a journey of constant learning, adaptability, and also taking the opportunities which comes my way. So I started as a software engineer as soon as I finished my college. I had an opportunity to interact with my clients at my workplace to know the requirements while developing a software application. Then once during the pregnancy, I quit my job so that I can focus on my son's growth. And I thought once he is going to nursery, I'll be able to come back. Then I realized the time is not at right, and I shifted to a school teacher where I was handling the computer subject till 10th standard. However, my mind was always into my passion of software development. Then I shifted to software development after some time. If at all I was not working, it was the identity crisis. If at all I am working, it was the guilty mom. That was a scenario. So when I was working back into software engineering, then I realized to my surprise, now my priorities has changed after my son's birth. Now my mind will be pulling to focus on the extracurricular activities of my son. So I thought I should be finding a career wherein I can balance both my son's growth as well as my career. Then I got into business development in an IT firm. So it's a blend of technology and the communication skills. So with each opportunity I took, I started exploring my skills. As a teacher, I explored that I'm good at addressing the gathering or teaching. When I came to business development, I understood that I'm good communicator, and also I have a good passion and interest in understanding the pain points of the clients, their requirements. Then it so happened the COVID happened in 2020, and I was hit worse by the COVID. So during that, actually, I went through emotional turmoil, having been hospitalized away from the house and all those things. So then I wanted to figure out my own emotions. That's when I went into psychology. So I thought my son is also into 11th and 12th. Mix, I can do the student psychology. So I understood my emotions. I could support my son, and I started going to school and colleges doing the psychological counseling for the students. Then I thought the psychological skills compounded with the corporate experience, I can get into corporate training. Then I did certification in corporate training. And then it so happened that post-COVID effect was still pulling me down. I was not into my normalcy yet. I wanted to evolve as a better person. I did personality development. I upgraded my personality development skills, and then I got into mindset coaching. That's how my journey had been.
To a lot.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
What you go, you grow through.
absolutely. So, ma'am, how has your technical background helped you in training and coaching professionals and students?
Yeah, definitely. This training technical background gave me the exposure not just to the IT industries, it also into business development and also into school. So I gained different perspective from different environment. So I understood the work culture, the requirement of the students, teachers, IT professionals, and the business development team. So combining all those things, training the students or the teachers or the technical professionals were more easy for me having this technical background and the work culture exposure as
Okay. So, in today's generation, do you
well.
think the bigger gap is in skills or mindset? Why?
Okay. The bigger gap is definitely in the mindset. Skill set is now learnable. You have exposure to internet, you have exposure to different institutions. So it's a learnable skill. Mindset needs to be practiced. And also nowadays, the world is changing so quickly, the adaptability, the belief system keeps changing often. So mindset gap is more. So one needs to work more on mindset.
Right. Ma'am, what does mindset coaching truly mean and why is it so important today?
Okay. Before getting into mindset coaching, let me just brief you about what is mindset. In a common terminology, I can say mindset is setting of the mind, okay, which includes the belief system, the emotional pattern, and the social conditioning, the environment, everything that makes you and creates your life, your reality. So this is what is mindset. Mindset coaching gives a safe platform where one can come and speak about their concerns, wherein the platform is very safe and non-judgmental, because now people want to get an exposure to the environment where they are non-judgmental. And apart from that, all the layers of those personality which is not serving them could be emotional pattern or beliefs or the rules or the society expectations. When that is removed, actually the person has the ability with which they can empower themselves. So this mindset coaching is mainly about exposing them to their true self so that they can evolve to a better version of themselves.
Yeah, nowadays AI is also there.
Sorry?
Nowadays AI is also there.
Yes, AI will not be able to give the personal connect.
Yeah.
This mindset coaching take peels of the layers so that they will be able to fight their case.
Exactly. So, what are the most common challenges you see in corporate employees?
Okay. So the main concern or the challenges would be the adaptability, goal setting, stress management, time management, and the communications.
Oh, but do you think they take care of all the things in one go?
Definitely no.
No.
It's impossible to balance everything at a time.
Again,
So
mindset
practice,
has to be there.
yes, definitely. Definitely. Where everyone will be able to reach their whatever goal it is, happiness or relationships or career, with the right mindset,
Right.
which will make their life easy.
What three essential skills should every student develop to succeed in their career? What do you think?
Okay. One definitely is a communication that comes the top priority. Then, yes, even for the students, it's the stress management. Um, then believing in themselves. That's a trait that they need to develop. When they are exposed to the corporate world, the students, whether during the examination or when exposed to the corporate world, the belief gets shaken. So they need to imbibe that trait a lot. So it's a communication and stress management is the major thing, and the interpersonal skills.
Exactly. So, ma'am, how do you personally deal with failure and setbacks? If I talk about yourself.
Okay. So different phases of life, I have dealt it differently. Of course, a person matures with time and experience. Okay. So if at all you ask me at the current point of life, first thing is, of course, as a human, anyone, when there is a setback, they will go low. That's common. But after that, I'll analyze what the situation. I'll work on those things that are under my control. Those things which are not under my control, I'm not going to beat myself down on that. I'll let it go. I'll surrender to the path. And I'll learn what are the skills that I need to learn from this particular, what's the lesson that I need to learn. And then I'll evolve about it. But I need to have patience till the time I reach that.
If I talk about your clients,
Huh?
so can you share any success story?
Yes. Recently, I will tell you the recent one, which is from campus to corporate.
Sure.
One of my client, she was excellent in her studies. She was too good in her studies. When she came to corporate, she was expecting that she would get the appreciation as she got from the college. In the lecturers, friends, everyone would appreciate in the college. But here, her responsibility increased with her abilities. So the more she worked, she was not able to say no. She was not knowing the structure or hierarchy of reporting structure. So the work was coming from all direction. Any suggestions also she would take seriously and start working upon it. It was making her feel overwhelmed, stressed. At that point of time, she was totally broken down. She wanted to quit the career at one point, but at the same time, she wanted to achieve more. She's a very good person. It's a stress management and not knowing the structure of the company, what company expects was the thing. And also, she had a peers who was from IIT, who was in, and she's a very good student. I mean, as a student, she scored 93, 95 and above. But even then, in front of IIT employees who was just new joining, she felt she's low in confidence. She's not up to them. Then I had to make her realize that she has been hired here for her ability, not based on, yes, IIT, they might have got more exposure, but they have the interview process, have seen her ability in how she can perform, what's her like potential to grow further, what's her mindset, everything has been observed. It's not just based on IIT or which college they are in. Once she got to know that she has been hired through the interview process because she is eligible, measure of her confidence she gained back. And once she realized that there is a structure, reporting structure, she need to mail them. She need to take the instruction from one person. If she can't take from multiple directions, she could communicate yes or no wherever it is required. And so she learned the process of adapting in the industry.
Oh, okay. So, ma'am, what has been the biggest challenge in your journey and how did you overcome it?
My
Any
name is
one
Helsha.
moment, any one episode that you cannot even forget throughout your
Uh,
life?
Nothing as throughout my life, but the one which hit me most was my health concern. Post COVID, it shattered me so much that I lost my abilities to perform to the best of myself. So I was feeling guilty, unable to do to the family, not able to have a career, identity crisis, and I was totally lost. I didn't understand where I was heading towards, where my health journey is going. Like, I mean, every report showed normal, but still my energy levels were low, very low. Apart from being physically low, I started beating myself with all these emotional aspects, and I started beating myself even more low, and that created more energy drain. So this was really actually, it took me few years to come out of it. Then that's how I worked on myself, my psychology, evolved as a person. Then I implemented. Once I got a success, like what I understood, mainly the lesson I learned from this is letting go of what is not under my control. Surrender to the process of the growth, whatever it may be, and then focus on your happiness. So once I took away my focus from the problem to happiness and let go of what is not under my control, automatically my emotional energy started coming up. Once my emotionally energy started coming up, my physical energy also started coming up. Yes, that was the biggest lesson which I learned.
Great, great. And ma'am, what role should parents play in shaping their child's career?
Okay, first thing I would request all the parents is don't push your dreams onto your children. They have their own
Yes.
interests. They have their own perception about life. Understand that. Support their dreams. If by chance, due to lack of maturity and exposure, children are not able to make a right choice, show them different options available, different consequences. Ask them to focus on a long term rather than short term. So when this happens, then automatically children will get the confidence and the info to make their own choices. This is the suggestion I would say the parents that they should allow the children to explore their path.
Yeah, perfect. So, what practical advice would you give to students who feel confused about their career path?
Okay. So the first thing is don't follow the due to peer pressure. Okay. It's don't go according to what is normal in society. First, find out your interest. And above that interest, also find out what's your strength, whether your interest and strengths are matching. Sometimes it so happens our interest will be different, but they may not have the strength to support it. Okay. So they should say, for example, someone is interested in being an athlete. but the physical stamina may not support. Someone is having some other interest, but they're not creative.
Yeah.
So what I mean is both the interest and the strength should match. If at all it is a learnable skill, yes, go after your passion. But don't follow so just because society or someone is telling, or because your friends are doing, don't do that. Find out your interests and strengths and make a choice after doing the research. Also, like what are the career options in that particular field, and then make a right career decision.
Absolutely. So, ma'am, let's do one rapid fire round.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. So, comfort zone or growth zone?
Growth zone,
Talent or consistency?
consistency,
Okay. Fear of failure or fear of regret?
fear of regret,
Excuses or results?
results,
Of course. Mindset or skill set?
mindset.
Leader or follower?
Okay, both I would say. Follow when you are growing, follow from the traits and the learnings of the senior experienced person. This when you are a follower. Lead a team when you have got enough experience. So both.
Who or emotional intelligence?
Emotional intelligence,
Of course. Instant success or long-term legacy?
long-term legacy,
Competition or collaboration?
collaboration,
If you could remove one habit from today's youth, what would it be?
impatience.
Okay, great. And if I talk about the women's of our country, what advice
Hmm.
would you like to give them
Follow your
as a
passion.
mindset coach?
Yeah. One thing is follow your passion, believe in yourself, and don't try to be 100% perfectionist at all the time, whether it's a woman or a man, whoever it is. This applies to everyone. Like if at all you are trying to be 100% perfect in home front, you may be left out in the career front. It's all about balancing and prioritizing things. Sometimes as I was going through several mom guilt and lack of identity, all those things, I would say explore life, grab the opportunities that comes your way, and then don't be in a guilt zone. Sometimes career take priorities, sometimes personal life takes priorities. Everything is not in alignment at all the times.
Great, wonderful. So, ma'am, if someone wants to connect with you, what is the
Mhm.
correct approach to connect with you? Can you share your social media handles here?
Yes, I am on Instagram. It's LAKSHMI Lakshmi CHAITANYA Chaitanya underscore OFFICIAL. Lakshmi Chaitanya underscore official is my Insta handle. They can DM me. I'll be able to support them in the ways I can.
Definitely. So it was incredible conversation with Lakshmi ma'am, and link शेयर कर दिया जाएगा एपिसोड रिलीज करते ही. तो प्लीज लाइक कीजिएगा, शेयर कीजिएगा, कमेंट्स कीजिएगा, एंड इफ यू वांट अ राइट पाथ विद राइट ग्रोथ, प्लीज कनेक्ट विद हर. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.